Along with the weed abatement notices, they sent notices that this funding was available for people who qualify to help them if they couldn't afford to have the weeding done or couldn't do it themselves.
Sure.
Both of those things apply to me. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Now this is the Red Cross?
Through the American Red Cross, right.
And
Yeah.
we normally think the Red Cross during times of disasters.
Well, this is preventing disasters.
Right.
So it's a
really
preemptive
cool.
strike against disasters, you know, so they don't have to evacuate everybody and provide homes and clothing because they're going to stop it before it starts. You know?
Now, when you applied for this,
very simple.
And it's a really simple. You didn't have to wait months and months.
There was a little pamphlet enclosed with the weed abatement notice informing us about this program and telling us who to contact to get, you know, the application started. And they've been so responsive the whole way along. It was very simple. So it, you know, it was a simple procedure, and they were very helpful all the way along. You know.
Yeah, great. So. Well, let's chat with some of them. Why don't you introduce yourselves and tell me what the program's all about?
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm with Forest Care.
Oh, my name is April Wing. I'm with the American Red Cross Inland Empire Chapter.
Hi, I'm Julie Hernandez, and I'm the supervisor for Fire Hazard Abatement in San Bernardino County.
Wow.
And I'm Joseph Turner. I work for San Bernardino County Supervisor Neil Derry.
Wow, very good. The singing supervisor.
Oh, are you a singer?
No, Neil is a great singer. Yeah. Now, I know Forest Care. I'm really impressed with Red Cross because we only think of you in times of disasters.
Yes.
You know, for food and shelter.
And actually how this program comes about is that in times of disaster, we actually have an allotment of usually 5% of the donations, and out of that, those go to recovery. And so that's what this money's from. It's an oversubscription of funds from the 2007 wildfires. So this was a percentage of the funding that was left over, and one of our main goals with the Red Cross is to bring that funding back to the affected communities. So that's how this program started, was in bringing it back. We felt like it was important to prepare the area for future wildfire events.
Now, little pamphlets were included in the abatement, the weed abatement notices. But I guess what, 600 went out, but only a small amount has really responded so far.
We sent a large amount across the mountain. We covered from Crestline to this area, and we've received less than 200 applications.
Isn't that something?
Yes. Well, there's some guidelines in terms of senior and low-income persons.
Oh, yes.
However, the funds are available, and we will qualify you however we can if we get the applications. So.
Well, that's great. Now, how much what is it, 2,000?
The entire program, we have $200,000 to spend. Each property has a cap of $2,000 for the work. But our partnership with Forest Care has allowed us to actually use that money. Part of the money is going to be coming back into the grant, so we will have an availability of funds for an extended period of time. And then with the Forest Care funds coming in, we're actually able to raise that cap a little bit. So.
That is great.
It's a great program.
And so you're working together, Red Cross and Forest Care.
Yes, this is a very large partnership for us. We've got MOUs in place between Forest Care and the county. It has been a partnership that we've worked on a long time to try to make sure we can get everyone that we can qualify.
Right. Now, is yours just like weed abatement, or is it defensible space, limbing up?
It
includes the whole program.
It includes the whole program. It's to get the properties.
That Forest Care does.
Yes. It follows.
And actually you don't have to qualify for Forest Care to qualify for the Red Cross money, and that's something that's really important to note because Forest Care helps people with very specific things. They qualified based on trees on their property, etc. But if they have, you know, if they are elderly or low income and they have weeds and grasses and other types of hazardous fuel removal that they can't complete on their own, and they wouldn't qualify for Forest Care, they can still qualify for these funds, which is really important and really great for these communities.
That is great. Now, does the county participate in this also?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, we conducted the surveys in the area, and sent the notices and included the brochures. Our county crew is performing the abatement. The county code was written so that a property owner could complete the abatement on their own. So it's limbing trees up from the ground, trees that are 12 feet or taller, from the ground up 6 feet, removing small diameter trees that are 4 inches or smaller within 10 feet of another tree. So these are all new regulations for San Bernardino County.
Sure.
And so that's how we participate, all of us working together, hopefully, adding some resources for property owners to complete the fuels reduction that's very important up here.
Right. I know Sunset Magazine had a story in their September issue saying the safest area for wildfires is Big Bear Valley. That's because we've been working so hard for so many years now on defensible space, fire breaks. Forest Service has spent millions making defensible space all across the South Mountain from 38 down to the dam. So we are a fairly safe valley now.
Yes.
Now the program, of course, when it snows, does it just...
We are on hold until
spring.
Right.
Yeah,
until the
it's
snow
pretty
melts.
hard to do anything during the winter.
We're also offering education with our demonstration properties that we've done 2 years in a row now, and we will continue to do those until the entire Big Bear is educated on the new codes for San Bernardino County.
Is there a schedule for those?
We have completed our demonstration properties for this year. We're starting on our calendar for next year. We'll pick an area and invite 300 to 400 people to come up and meet with us.
Sure.
Forest Care, the Red Cross comes up, CAL FIRE. We all come up and ask the residents to come up and meet with us on the properties and learn about fuels reduction.
That's great. Now,
The education of the public is a big part of not only getting the grant out there, but getting people to understand what is required for their property to be fire safe. And statistically, people who are up here are considerably more prepared, but some people just haven't. The new ordinance it's something new, and so we have to ensure that everyone knows what we require.
You bet.
So.
I know the programs. I know the chipper program that has been available throughout the valley is no longer available as of October 1st, but they can still do it as long as it's sun is shining. They can do it themselves, and it's so important because if we're in Sugarloaf now, folks. Forgot to say. Now, did you just send on the weed abatements to the Sugarloaf area, or clear across the mountain?
No, across the mountain.
Across the mountain.
I see. Okay. Gosh, only 200 responded.
That's it.
Yeah.
We really want
Now,
people to
Forest
take advantage.
Care program is up to 75% if they qualify.
Right. So it's a little bit different in talking about the partnership with the county and Red Cross. The beauty of the program and the partnership with the Red Cross is that if you are only working with Forest Care and only qualify for Forest Care, you still do have to pay up front to have your work done, and then we reimburse you 75%. But
That's
if
right.
you qualify for Red Cross, like we said, based on age or income, there's actually no out-of-pocket expense for the landowner.
Wow.
So rather than reimbursing the landowner, the county is paying for the work, and we're reimbursing the county.
Oh, that's a good program.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Yes,
So-
all the partners worked hard to ensure that if someone couldn't front money for something, that we would still be able to assist them.
Oh, good. Now, you'll be accepting applications all winter?
Yes, we will be.
And,
The program will be available until the funds are exhausted.
Right.
So.
Now, how would they contact? Who do they contact? You?
They can visit our website. It's ie-redcross.org. They can contact my office, which is 909-888-1481, or they can send me an email. My email is actually on the website.
Oh, good. Say it again. Slowly.
The website is www.ie-redcross.org, or my office phone number is 909-888-1481.
Great. Well, folks, take advantage of it, I tell you. Well, you have lots of help. Why not take advantage of it?
Absolutely.
Because the home you save could be your own if it's defensible space. That is great. And I know that our supervisor, Neil Derry, of the 3rd District, which encompasses this side of the mountain, not Crestline area, but I mean, he is so dedicated to this program too. He's been up on a lot of the projects, and it's really great.
This is John.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get away from saying something.
That's okay. Okay.
Give us
All right.
Say hello.
Well, I would say that Supervisor Derry believes in an ongoing presence on the mountaintop, and believes that we need to maintain a vigilance. And I think the excellent part of this program is that it puts people who really want to comply with county codes together with programs that can assist. And you have a lot of people who want to comply, but for whatever means, maybe it's their physical health, maybe it's financially, they can't comply. So I think this is a great program for that.
It is. I know that if they don't abate the weed, just the weed program, they get fined. And then the county comes in and cleans it up for them and goes on the tax rolls.
Exactly.
And so they can't get away from it. They got to do it.
Wait, let me think.
Well, you know, this is ongoing. This is not the end just because of snow or the winter, but it has to be ongoing, doesn't it?
Exactly. Once this is done, there will be some maintenance next year, and we want to make sure that the property owner has all the information on the new code, the requirements, and so once we leave, we'll leave that information and let the property owner know that there will be a yearly survey done in this area, and this is not just a one-time clearance that needs to be done here.
Oh, good. It'll continue.
Right.
Yes.
That's
Right.
great.
The grants are a one-time grant per landowner, but you know, as with anywhere else, as with any kind of landscaping, yard work, it's really an annual effort. And these programs are in place to help with the heavy lifting, you know, to get you started, to maybe do some of the things that are too costly to do. But then after that, it's it is the landowner's responsibility to make sure that their home is fire safe and that their vegetation is healthy for them and their neighbors and their community.
Sure, that's great. Well, folks, take heed, because it's really, really important. And I know, you know, everything grows back, so it's got to be an ongoing program. So anyway, once again, this is the Red Cross program. We're out here right now, and they can go to your website at
www.ie-redcross.org.
Very good. I think everybody knows. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for coming
man,
out.
do it, because we want to save this valley.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Well, Pat, you're the residence here. You're in Sugarloaf,
Right.
and I mean, your property looks really good.
Well, from a certain point forward, I'm able to maintain it, and I used to be able to maintain the whole thing, but age and time and
You
so
seem
forth.
to go. The property here next door goes 2 blocks.
Yeah, well,
Doesn't it?
yeah, this is a big piece of land. I'm not sure why maybe she got a notice. I don't know, but
Huh?
but I was really relieved to see that there was a program, you know, to help, because this is a large stretch of land and I can no longer do it myself.
Sure.
So it's really helping me and benefiting the whole valley as a whole.
That's great.
Yeah.
And it's so neat that it's not a long, involved process
No.
where you have to wait and.
No, and as I said, that April Wing is the person that I've been working with so closely during this process, and she kept me up to date on what was going on all the time, so I knew what to expect and when to expect it. And I'll be glad to see it at the end of the day and see how it looks with a haircut.
Yeah, we have a crew here now working.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
So we get some. Oh, we got county enforcement here. So you're the one that really looks at the properties.
I do that occasionally, but I'm actually one of the guys that does the work.
Oh, are you
Yeah,
really?
I'm with the field crew.
Oh yeah. Well, that's good.
I'm going to be one of the ones cutting the weeds and trimming, loading all this stuff into the truck.
Yeah. See, this is all going to be cleaned up here by the end of the day. We have 2 county trucks here, a large truck, so they'll be hauling it away. So anyway, I'm amazed. I'm really. There's so much available to people. They've just got to do it, don't
Yeah,
they?
you just Gotta look, and you seek and you shall find.
Yeah, you betcha. Thanks so much for all you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Okay, the crew's going to start. They got weed eaters here, several weed eaters. We're going to try to get out of the way because rocks are going to fly too. But they're clearing the weeds. This is really a neat program, folks. You got to take advantage of it. You know, when money is available, it sure saves you a lot of money, a lot of time, and to know that your property is safe, which is important. So they're going to go down here. Boy, this property goes way down. Look at this fence line right here. We're going to get them all going. Okay, we have another one. Some of them are down there. We got 4 or 5 on this crew. With the weed eaters, they're getting everything all set. Really good. Well, we're gonna just let them go to work and not worry about rocks hitting us. So that concludes this segment here in Sugarloaf. And folks, remember the website of the Red Cross, because money is available. So that's it from here. Now don't go away. I'll be back after the break.